Do you love to play on a nicely varied and customized map in 7 Days to Die? Well, you are in luck. The Fun Pimps have in Alpha 20 added, or rather updated, the random world map generator significantly, exposing a bunch of the properties in the generator to allow you to better customize it to your liking. While it's not as advanced by far as KingGen, for instance, is for Alpha 19, but with so many changes in how maps generate, with tiles, with stamps and so on, it's actually not impossible that third-party generators will not be updated for a while, if even at all, because they need to redo entirely how they generate maps to take advantage of it. Regardless, the vanilla generator is looking great. Let's listen to the devs. But before we do, make sure you map out that thumbs up like button, subscribe, ring the bell to get notified of my new videos.
Weren't you, were you saying?
The advanced generator.
Yeah, the windows. The window for the RWG. Aren't we going to look at that?
Yeah.
So where do you want me to go?
Main menu, editor.
Random Gen Previewer?
Yeah. So in this window we have
Helps.
the old school stuff like the world seed and the size like we used to. And now there's options for towns, wilderness, POIs, etc. So you can choose between different world sizes, like how many towns you'd want, and it's kind of like few, default, many, and none. Like those are your options on most of these. So like you could set towns to none and then just generate a map that's just nothing but wilderness POIs. Or set, wilderness POIs to none and towns to many and have like a really thick laid out area. And most of these, like the actual values for these, are controlled in the RWG mixer, and they give you some are a range, some are an actual number. And for like the townships and their sizes and how many, those are actual numbers. We have plains, hills, and mountains, and that's a weight system. So if all of them are set to 1, then it's going to be an even amount of plains, hills, and mountains. You can set plains, hills, and mountains to 0 and then set random all the way up, and it'll just give you a random sprinkling of those 3 things. Or you can have all 4 of them set to a value, and then it'll give you an even number of plains, hills, mountains, and random of those 3.
Would that not be an equal? Anyway. Okay.
And then the rivers, craters, cracks, and lakes, those are stamps, and those can be extended upon by numbering them out and having more and more of those. And this just says how many of those to do as a string, and those are also set as a hard number inside of the random gen mixer.
If there's nothing else to show, we could probably start doing a Q&A, start answering some questions, and get you guys back on the screen.
Yeah, you could probably also do like a world size 6K and just generate it while we're...
Yeah, you want to live dangerously? Hit
Yeah, dangerously, hit gen.
Lathan's like, are you sure about it?
Right.
If I lose the stream, everybody, I don't know if we should do this, just in case.
Nah, old Javupe Valley, I trust it. That's my testing one because I don't put a seed in anymore.
Okay, fine. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it, everybody. If everything starts going to crap, blame Robert.
Dude, it went to 127%. Like, it's doing way better than it should, right? That's not horrible percentage math on my part.
I feel like some numbers are wrong there. We're 127% done with this, everybody, but we still have a little bit.
The guy that handles a lot of the numbers in our game has 127% done items.
A few moments later.
Hey, generation complete. 5
Hey,
minutes
look.
and 46
seconds.
Yeah.
With you streaming. How
For a
about that?
6K.
Yeah, with streaming, everybody. I was actually worried this was going to choke out the stream. And it did it, and still did it under 6 minutes.
Oh, look at those freaking wilderness roads. So pretty.
So,
Yeah,
Okay.
you can go, go to the bathroom and grab a drink, and your random generation will be done when you get back, probably.
Yeah, you don't have to go mow your yard or like do your taxes while you wait.
File your taxes.
Okay.
Probably look around. Just right click and drag. It's around in that thing.
You got a little crazy whenever I first clicked it.
Oh yeah, gimbal lock.
Look at that. I love that previewer. It's just so cool.
Man, it's a RAM eating fold. I've had it chomp my RAM down to like nothing whenever I was doing a 10K map. So everybody in chat, be careful when you're doing 10Ks. Just run them on Steadily, or go through new game. Don't do it in a previewer unless you have a crap ton of RAM.
Yeah, so I'm going to stop this because I do have it, but the stream is probably going to start choking out if I keep
yeah, it'll
doing extensive things.
Whatever's loaded's loaded at this point. If it was going to choke you out, it would have already done it.
Oh, okay. Well, then.
Because it loads all of those POI facades all at once, and that's what eats up the RAM.
Define crap ton. They want a definition for crap ton. It's a ton.
More than a little and less than a lot. Crap. I don't know.
Robert, you see that question from Stallions Den about A15 hubs? I don't know the answer to that.
Oh, can we name a POI marker a specific POI name so it only spawns that POI? So we can have a big POI, we can cut it and spawn it together like an A15 hub. No, not at the moment. That's what basically the part spawners are for. Like those are named. But right now they have to be under the parts folder and be named part _. But I'm probably going to expand that so you can use a POI marker and spawn a named POI there. It'll just it's going to be set up differently than the other one, and it's really easy to do. Like it's probably 2 lines of code, so it's not like something that's hard to put in for you guys to be able to do that. We just hadn't had a need for it, so I hadn't put it in yet.
Look at that. That's beautiful. That makes me all tingly in all the right places.
Has there been a fix to the road generation in A20? Yes, there has. I've put quite a bit of work into different formulas for making sure that curves don't get too sharp, and also to the pathfinding to make sure that it doesn't even try to go up something too sharp to begin with. So like with that stuff mixed together, like you rarely run into one of those situations where something's going straight up a hill and have a vertical road or anything like that. Those days are gone.
Sorry.
Oh no, it was pretty funny. I mean, it was like so random back then that it was just like, well, that kind of stuff happens. But yeah, now this is quite a bit more controlled, and like there's just a system entirely for handling just the roads and making sure they're smoothed right and not going up the wrong stuff. So
okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and exit now, and unless there's something else,
generating tingles in all the right places. Yep, that should be the A20 tagline.
Right. Got a couple little bugs with highways that I'm working out where they're squiggling into each other, not just like intersecting and calling it done. But
I had actually suggested in Twitch chat during the stream that they should set it to a 6K map and hit generate. And that's exactly what Roberts read out and suggested as a result. So we got to see it generate and fly around a bit. It was kind of weird actually, because they didn't seem to plan to show the map generator at all. We kept hammering in Twitch chat that we wanted to see it until they finally relented. So it really was great to see it in the end. But what do you think? The nice thing is that the generator can expose more of the RWG mixer properties as well, which Robert said he would work to do an update before stable release. But you can always directly edit the RWG mixer defaults directly if you want a different look without going through the map generator. I'm loving it, and I hope to see more configurability, such as maybe how many wilderness PIs, small towns versus big cities, and maybe even if we have water, mountains, or other biomes surrounding the map and so on, because these are all great options that we can see right now for Alpha 19 third-party map generators. But at least it's a start. Tell me your thoughts. But make sure to generate that like button first, however you do that.
Special thanks to the great patrons supporting the channel. If you would like to join the vetted community and support these videos, do follow the Patreon link.